What is fear, imagination, drive, and a dream? What do they mean? How will you achieve them? That is the topic of today's video. You see, fear stops the imagination, the dreams, and these are because of a lack of drive in order to apply faith, consistency, and hard work. Fear is the validation of inaction. Fear is the dream killer. And what do you have a fear of? Fear of failing? Just because you fail a task does not mean you're a failure. Do what you can with what you have, with what little you have, and apply it to everyday situations, and you will see that the fear will always still be there, but you will push through it if you can utilize what you have to its full potential when you need it. But the thing is, when you do this, never be satisfied with the result. Always push for a higher goal. When you achieve that goal, find another one to push for even. Always push the limits, the boundaries, the expectations of others and yourself. Never ever settle for anything other than the best. The only time to stop trying is when you die. And when you're at that point in your life, what can you say? How can you look into someone else's eyes, maybe your granddaughter's or grandson's eyes, and say, I tried my best, I did my best, look what I have to show for it? And the reason I say that is that there may not be a tomorrow, so what can you say you achieved today? Seriously, what can you say that you did today? When it comes to your goals, you can't push them until tomorrow and say, I'll do it tomorrow, or I can't be bothered at the moment, because that just doesn't cut it there. You may not even show up tomorrow. You don't know what can happen. You may be in your sleep. It may be 5 seconds from now. You just don't know. But what fear will do is it will always build a case of inaction, so you can always say, can't be bothered, it's not worth it. These are the words that will always make you fail in life. If you take things head on in life, 110%, life will only ever give to you what you give to it. Give it 110, it will give you back the results that you're giving for, but you have to remain consistent. However, we as humans have imagination. That's how we will get and attain our dreams. And in order to have imagination, we need to have vision. Imagination is seeing things before they happen, anticipating them before they happen, tomorrow, a week, a month, like 10 years from now. If you have imagination, you can see who you want to be and where you want to be. But the secret is, you have to decide now who you want to be, sooner rather than later. This is where fear comes in again, because where there's imagination, there's always going to be fear. When architects build a new bridge, there's always going to be fear of something happening to it. And in this case, the fear is thoughts of the past. Maybe you failed in the past. That still does not make you a failure. Maybe other people are saying you can't do it. Why do they have the right to say that? No one can justify saying you can't do anything. As long as you have the drive to do it, you can do nearly everything. What I suggest in relation to this is take 30 minutes, sit down quietly, put on some music or something, isolate yourself from the rest of the world and think. Don't think about who you want to be, don't think about the past, don't think about who you were, don't think about the present, don't think of who you are now, think of who you want to be seen as, who you want to be known as. When people hear your name, what will they think? But in order to have imagination for these ambitious goals, what you have to do is you have to have, like I said, faith, consistency, and hard work, especially faith. Faith and imagination will get you through anything in any day with any situation. But the thing is, you have to keep pressing and pushing for your dreams, ambitions, and goals, because the day you don't push may have been that day for you. That may have been your opportunity, which is why you have to make the most of every day. But when days don't feel like they're going to come, when they are just not your day, the key thing is not, I repeat, not to give up. Giving up will only ever lead back to failure, and that is because of fear to keep pushing. However, fear is not completely unrelated to imagination. To me, fear is not real. Fear is a product of the imagination. The imagination takes a detour on your way to your goals and shows you, hey, check that out, that could happen, and it's up to you to allow that little phase of imagination to either keep you on your road to success or go down that detour, and we don't know where roads like that go to. For some people it's worse than others. I highly would recommend not following fear, because you see, fear is a choice. Only those who risk to push fear and go too far can see how far they can be taken, how far their bodies can be taken, to what edge they can be taken, their minds, how far they can be stretched. But the thing is, you have to have vision, like I said before. You have to have vision as your mentality. You have to have it as your way of life. You have to have your vision own you. Be you. You have to be your vision. You have to be that person that can become a neuroscientist. You have to be that person that can be the next astronaut, find a cure for cancer. You have to be that person. You can't imagine you're going to be that person. You can't think, what if I was that person, or what if I was that smart. If you wanted to be smart, you'd go read a book and then be that person. Because that person that's there now thought they were going to be that person. They didn't just get it by luck. Finally, I believe that there's no such thing as you can't do something. There is always a way to do something. If you can't do something, you're just admitting to the world you won't do it. There's always a solution to do something. Maybe it hasn't been found yet, then you can be that guy to find it. You can be that person to push the envelope. No one's going to stop you. As long as you have a breath in your lungs left, you can make a difference to your life for the better, as long as you apply the work needed in order to attain your goals.